Hey guys, Chef Jason. Now, you went to the grocery store, you grabbed the spiral ham, you opened the package and it had that. And you thought to yourself, I don't want to use that. I want to give this my own signature flavor. So today, we're going to put it on the Traeger, we're going to make our own glaze, and we're going to make you and your ham the star of the show. Okay, when you get the included packets that come with your ham, you're gonna get kind of the seasoning packet and you're gonna get a little bit of the wet glaze. So today, we are gonna make our own wet glaze. We're gonna use a little bit of pineapple juice, a little bit of apricot, and a tiny bit of sweet heat. And then, right there, that is going to be the perfect pork rub to give us some flavor. So first, we're gonna head out and get the Traeger fired up and walk you through this. It's gonna be fast and easy, but I'll tell you what, super delicious. We'll go ahead and top off the Traeger with your favorite pellets. Today I'm going to use a little bit of smoky woods. And let's go ahead and dial this up to 350 degrees. We'll hit enter. We'll hit start. We'll let that come up to temp. Once it hits 350, we'll get ready to load that ham on. While the grill is heating up, first thing I'm going to do is transfer the ham onto a roasting rack. This is going to help for transport easily. And then I'm going to go ahead and load that Traeger probe right into the middle so I can track temperature. That is it. That is our ham prep. Let's go out and get this added to the grill. And we have one more little thing we're going to do to help speed this process of heating the ham up first. Okay, we've got the ham added to the grill. Now what we're gonna do is go ahead and get the probe plugged in. But before we do that, look at this. We are gonna add just a little bit of foil. Now I'm going to loosely, just kind of tent it, right? Not even going to do much of anything other than tent it. That's gonna help heat stay in there and that ham heat up a little bit faster. All right, we'll go ahead and plug that in now, and we're gonna track that cook temp to bring it up to an internal of 140 degrees. While the ham is heating up, we're gonna make our glaze. So we'll start with a little bit of that apricot sauce, and we'll add about a quarter cup of that. We'll go ahead with some of that sweet heat, and we'll add about a quarter cup of that. We'll add in a splash of pineapple juice, about 1/8 cup of that. And then we'll add that perfect pork rub, and I'm gonna add about 3 to 4 tablespoons total of that, just to give it a good flavor and a good balance, a little bit of sweet and savory as well. Now, once that is all set, it is time to carefully mix this up, and we'll just let this sit in here and rest until it is basting time, which is going to be the last 15 minutes of cooking time today. We are right at that 1 hour mark, sitting at 110 degrees, so look at this. Let's go ahead and uncover that, just like that. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now, we are going to turn the Traeger up to 425 degrees, let it reach temperature, and then we're gonna come back and start to baste and glaze this bad boy. Okay, it took us about 12 minutes to get to 425. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and start basting this about every 5 minutes or so until that temp finishes right at 140, but we're already sitting at 118, so we're in a good place. Now, we'll give this baste number 1 of our secret glaze mix. Don't tell anyone. Now we're gonna close it and let it go. We'll come back and give it a baste number 2 in just a few. It is time for baste number 2, and like I said, we're gonna keep basting this about every 5 minutes until it reaches that 140 degree internal doneness, and we don't have far to go. So when we are done, I will see you in the kitchen. I'll give you an update on just how long that took, and then it's time to probably try some of this delicious looking ham. Okay, I'm gonna give this one final coat, but I'll tell you, this was 4 more bastes total, so an extra 20 minutes plus the hour, so about 1 hour and 20 minutes for this to be our own signature flavor. Now, we'll let it rest, and we'll give it a shot here and taste that deliciousness in a minute or so. I'm happy with that. All right, let's get in here for quality control number, I don't know. If you look at the back of this ham, it's like quality control number 7. That is amazing. Oh, come on. Now, you're gonna need some amazing side dishes to go along with this, and I'll tell you what, I've got smoked mashed potatoes. That video coming up next. Oh, look at that.